But you're not being
Excuse me,
paid. No.
stop
Yes,
with
ma'am.
the conversation.
Oh.
Do you receive payment?
Right.
And you're one of those persons who can't drink at all. That's why you have 3 DWIs. Versus Sandra Gaitan. Are you Sandra Gaitan?
Yes, I am.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Gaitan, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you
No, ma'am.
satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, we're on the record. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. State recommends community supervision, ignition interlock for half the term, 2-year driver's license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
So what we have here is a habitual drunk driver, and now she's facing up to 3 years in prison.
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
And do you understand with a DWI third conviction, there is a 10-day jail sanction as a condition of probation? Did you understand that?
Yes.
Which means even if she gets probation, she has to serve 10 days in jail.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no
No
contest?
contest.
Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Gaitan has been enrolled in AA. Here's her proof of attendance. She goes
Every day.
every day.
Every day.
She's also completed her victim impact panel up front.
Mhm.
She's enrolled in her DWI education.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, her DWI intervention. She's currently on a portable alcohol monitoring device at 3 specimens per day.
God damn, this girl can't have any fun. She has to go to AA every single day. She's being monitored electronically, make sure she doesn't drink.
Correct.
She does not have access to a vehicle. She has not had access to a vehicle since this incident. And so we were asking
Well, that's probably a good thing.
that you do consider allowing her to continue on that affidavit of non-driving and continue on the portable device. And then with regards to the 10 days in jail, we ask that you either hold it in abeyance or allow her to do it via house arrest.
All right, are you employed?
I'm looking for a job right now.
Okay.
She does care for her elderly mother and she's in school.
All right, this caring for the elderly mother, is that something where she receives payment?
Do you receive?
No.
I'm sorry.
This is a critical issue with Judge Boyd. She does not allow anyone to be employed as a home care provider. And she just asked the defendant, do you get paid for watching your mom? Now, some state and federal programs that allow people to get compensated even if they're caring for a family member. But she just said no here.
I believe she's, are you,
Do you receive payment?
I'm looking for a helper.
but you're not being
Excuse me,
paid.
No.
stop
Yes,
with the
ma'am.
conversation.
Oh.
Do you receive payment for taking care of your mom?
Yes, I do.
All right, so that's going to stop because the court doesn't allow home health care people to be home health care providers. So you
We saw that coming with old Judge Boyd. And also, she did change her story. Now she's claiming she did get paid, although there could be some language barrier that she doesn't understand exactly what she's saying.
not allowed to do that.
Okay.
So do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What are their ages?
29, 20, 28, and 7.
7?
Yes.
And where's your 7-year-old? Does your
That's cool.
7-year-old live with you?
Yes.
All right, so you're going to have to get employment.
Okay.
Is there a reason you're not working?
Yeah, it interferes with my drinking.
It's difficult for me to, driving, none of that. What I'm trying to do is do a job at home while it pays, while I stay home and pay any of the bills that I have to pay now.
You're going to have to get a job. I require everybody in this court to have employment.
Yes, ma'am.
Court is finding you guilty. Court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years.
There's the old gavel, 3-year sentence, but it's suspended. That means she doesn't have to report to jail unless she breaks the conditions of her probation.
There's going to be a portable device for half the term with an affidavit of non-driving. Are there any vehicles at your home?
No, ma'am.
If you have a vehicle at your home or one that you have access to, it's going to need to have an ignition interlock. So do you have any access to any vehicles?
No, ma'am, I don't.
All right, probation, if you'll make sure that
That's probably for the better. The only problem is she can't drink at all.
that's the case. There's going to be daily sober support meetings. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. So if you continue to receive payment for caring for your mother and the court finds about it, which it will, that's going to be a violation of your probation, and a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
I understand.
100 hours community service restitution, I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Regular random UAs. Make sure they're checking for alcohol. Driver's license suspension for 2 years.
Judge, her license was suspended as a condition of the ALR. Would you consider running those concurrent? I have those dates.
Let's see how she does, and then I'll think about it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
A rum and coke?
No, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to go off the record. Here's the thing. DWIs, you could have killed somebody. You could have killed somebody with a child.
Correct.
I mean, you're saying correct, but you need to internalize it, because guess what? Maybe there's a DWI driver out there somewhere, and maybe your children are in the car and there's somebody out on the road intoxicated. I have yet to meet somebody who has a DWI who has committed an intoxication assault or intoxication manslaughter who said, yeah, I picked up a drink and my goal was I'm going to go out and kill somebody. Nobody ever think it's going to happen to them. They're just always thinking, I can handle it. Best thing, if you're going to drink at all, here's the thing. Arrange for an Uber. Now they have Ubers, Lyft, taxis, Via, or you can have somebody who is a designated driver.
There really is no excuse anymore for drinking and driving.
I was always the designated driver for my group because I don't like the taste of alcohol. Worked out great for me because I had free sodas and free lunch.
Oh, Judge Boyd sounds like a party.
But that's what you need to do. And you're one of those persons who can't drink at all. That's why you have 3 DWIs. You understand?
I understand.
All right. All right. Thank you.
She seemed upset, but this is her 3rd DWI. They say that for every one time you get caught, you can drive drunk 1,000 times. So she probably drove drunk maybe 17,000 times. Let's hope she could stay away from the alcohol during the 3 years. Otherwise, she's heading to prison.